Sometimes children with disabilities are excluded from school outside of the regular suspension and expulsion process. This is generally called exclusion, and it is often a very problematic situation. It often occurs when schools are having difficulty managing the disability-related behaviors of their students. In these circumstances, proper accommodations to assist with managing their behaviors, such as a behavioral support plan or a safety plan, have often not been properly implemented. There are two ways to exclude a student with a disability. The first is under Section 2651M of the Education Act, which allegedly gives a principal the power to refuse to admit to a school or classroom a student whose presence in the school or classroom would be detrimental to the physical or mental well-being of the pupils. This is a very controversial provision in the Education Act. The second mechanism is via the school board's power to reduce the length of the instructional program for a student with an exceptionality. If your child or a child you're advocating for has been excluded via Section 2651M, this may be a violation of their rights. In these cases, you should, 1, ask for a letter from the school outlining the principal's decision and the rationale for this decision, and 2, contact Arch or another lawyer for legal advice. If your child or a child you're advocating for is experiencing a shortened day, it is important to remember that this power of the school board should not be invoked for their own benefit. For example, a school board should not shorten a student's day because of a staffing shortage. The only time that this section should be used is when it's for the benefit of the student with a disability. For example, if a student experiences fatigue on a regular basis and cannot sustain a full school day, this may be an appropriate usage of this power. The Ministry of Education's Policy and Resource Guide on Special Education reiterates this position, emphasizing that shortening a student's day should be exercised only when it is in the student's best interest to do so. If your child or child you're advocating for is regularly experiencing a shortened day, which is not to their benefit, you may want to call Arch or another lawyer to discuss your situation.